Guys, welcome to the show. Last night a brother asked me if I could do a video. I really didn't have much energy or patience or anything like this. I was kind of occupied. Mind was occupied, so I couldn't really do much. And he wanted me to kind of drop something, to do with hopium. It's a good topic. Why not? Why not? Right. But the thing is what you have to understand is I don't like making videos about hopium during a bull market. I mean, seriously, any person out there who has a little bit of surplus funds available can easily drop it into any specific coin or any bundle of coins. It doesn't matter. You can put it in a whole pool of coins, right? You can choose 10 coins, 100 coins, whatever, and what you will see is everything will pump, right? Everything will give you an average 5 to 10% pump every single day, as long as we're still in a bull run, right? And a bull run is when we start pumping upwards. That's all it is, right? So when this happens, do you really need hope? No. I'll tell you when you need hope, right? And the most important time for hopium, right? The one thing that we should all be smoking is during the worst of the market cycle, the barest of the barest cycle, sorry. When we are in the bottom of the cycle, that's when we need to drop our funds and hope we don't lose our money. That's when hopium really comes into effect, right? Once we're pumping, it doesn't matter. You don't need hope. All you need to do is have willpower and strategy to pull the funds out. Now you don't need hope. Oh, let's hope the market goes to $1 trillion, $1 billion, or $10 trillion. That's not what we hope for. We're already pumping 5, 10, 15, 20%, whatever, right? On average, you do it on a daily basis or you do it on a weekly basis. Those percentages are coming. A lot of people yesterday started talking about how BlackRock probably going to file for an Ethereum ETF, and that's what pumped the Ethereum market. No, it didn't. Absolutely not. The market was already pumping. Which part of the fact didn't you understand that we already had Ethereum go down to the hundreds, like $600-700 level, and then pump back up again? Which part? We were currently already sitting at 50% more, or if you want to say it in a different way, 100% more than what the market low was, right? Why can't people see those? And that had nothing to do with BlackRock, right? If you hoped then that they do it, yes, that's hopium, right? But if you're thinking about it now, when it's already done, the market's already pumping, there's a bit of a problem there. Guys, try and understand. BlackRock could have announced this whole thing time back. And even if they did, they knew it wasn't going to pump anything. But once the market pumped, according to what the chart said, right? The chart was showing a resistance level, right? And once it touched that resistance level, voila, we have a coincidence. BlackRock comes out and pushes out the message just before that time. And it's the same scam over and over again, right? Where we see, during the bull market, people keep on adding more gas to the fire, right? More oil to the fire, whatever you're going to call it, more fuel to the fire. That's all they're doing. But none of that matters. What matters is how you actually perceive, how you look at the market, how you perceive this market, right? That's what really matters. And I'll tell you what really matters. When I see news like that come out, especially when the chart has done exactly what the chart is supposed to do, exactly what the chart projected to do, right? Based on the support resistance clusters, right? Which is not something that we can magically just make. This is actual facts on the chart. We're using historical data to tell us where the support and resistance levels are, right? At that time, when we have BlackRock or whoever come out on any other coins and whatnot, pumping out news, right? We have to understand that that's when we need to be worried that they might actually dump the market. Always do the opposite of whatever they're saying. They are pumping it even more. And the worst thing is a lot of people don't understand. The time when people should have been hoping was the time when the market was the bloodiest. And during that particular time, companies like BlackRock, institutions like BlackRock, right, many others were accumulating and buying while everybody was worried just in case the market doesn't recover. That's what people were thinking. I mean, a couple of years ago, I made a video and I said, guys, if we go below $20,000, right, based on certain analytical facts, right, based on the technical analysis that we did on a live stream, you should be able to sell your house, do whatever, sell a kidney and buy if we fall below this level. And it came true. We and that was nothing to do with me. It was just a chart telling us what to do. That the probability is that we will go down there. And if we did go down there, we could even touch even lower levels. And we did mark those levels, right? In fact, one of those levels was the 13,800, which a lot of people talked about later on when we got closer to that level. But we spoke about it like a year before, right? So again, it's just charts, right? The charts will show you exactly what to expect, based on a few mathematical calculations. You're probably looking at the Solana chart right now and thinking, this guy's got the Solana chart going on a 1 minute thing. What the hell is he playing at? Guys, this is just for entertainment, nothing else, right? But you can use that as well. I mean, look at Solana. Today, it pumped about 15% in a single day. How much did it dump yesterday? 5%. But how much did it pump the day before? 10%. So when you do the math, right, on average, we've had like a 7% or 7.5% pump per day. Even if we had a bloody day, we still had an average of 7%. But people don't see that, right? People just don't see that. They're still hoping. I'll tell you what you should be hoping now is to buy cheaper if the market does correct. That's what you should be hoping. The market is overbought on certain timelines, not on all of them. But again, if we are pushing forward, we can smash through all of those and continue to be in the overbought territory for a very long period of time. Market wise, when I looked at the fear and greed index, it's high, right? It's currently sitting close to 70. That's very, very high, right? That's also indicating that a dump could be expected. So for me, I'm not hoping or anything like this. Obviously, whatever I had to do, I've done already. All the moves, moves we had to play, we've already played, right? We've already played. So for us, most of us, we're just currently observers, right? We're just holding back, sitting tight, and that's it. We might top up, no problem. But there is a time for us to top up, right? There's a time for us to pick new coins and do whatever. But now is not the time. I'll give you a good example. A few days ago, I had a conversation with one of the brothers. He called me, I think it was during the daytime he called me, and I happened to be near the phone, so I picked up the phone. And he said, look, I'm planning to buy some more of this or buy some more of that, and I'm planning to dump some of this and buy into this or that. It was saying, I said, Tom, if you do want to dump, right, then wait for a particular time to dump, and if you do dump, then buy Solana, right? Buy Link, right? These are proving to be doing an average of 5 to 10%. So I said, why don't you just buy them and then just play the market? Buy, make 5, 10%, dump, make 5, 10%, dump. If you do that 10 times, you're 100% up, while the market is only going up 10%, right? So you can do that every single day. And of course, if you're now trading, that's a different story. You can, long and short, right? Of course, a lot more dangerous. I don't recommend it. But the point is if you long and short on the same day, and you're 10% up and 10% down, you just made 20%, right? While the market was going up and down, you monopolized on what the market is doing. So that's trading strategy anyway. If somebody wants to do it, I haven't got the time. I'm not doing it right now, right? I would love to, because I've been looking at coins yesterday. My portfolio, so I got a specific portfolio, current portfolio, like let's just call it a current portfolio, because it's not a holding portfolio. Holding portfolio is already set, guys, so I'm not gonna buy something now to hold. It's the wrong time to do that. You do that at the bottom of the market. You do not buy and hold right now. You buy and hold at the bottom of the market. So that portfolio is already set. This is a current pump and dump, right? Let's call it a pump and dump portfolio. So I noticed on the pump and dump portfolio, I was up around 30%. So I looked at it, I was like, I'm up about 30%. Maybe I should dump. And I was at a really nice level last night, right? Very nice level. I was like, I'm up 30%, probably even more. Maybe I should just dump, right? If I dump, then I would actually go and convert those and probably buy more Link or buy more Solana, right? And I thought about this last night. And then today, obviously, I looked at the market and I'm looking at markets kind of bloody, and I'm like, okay. And then obviously the market starts to recover, and then Solana now does a 15% pump, and it's kind of, as you can see, it's coming down a little bit, but doesn't matter. If you look on the top left corner, you can see 14.5% currently. So yes, it went to 15, it's coming down, so what, right? It still can pump. We're looking at minute charts, right? Minute charts, minute candles. None of that matters, like what the market does right now, whether it goes to 50% or whether it goes to 10%, it doesn't matter. On a minute candle, seriously, it does not matter, right? But the point is the average is there, so that's what really matters, right? So that's what we're looking at, you know. And I thought, okay, maybe I should flip onto Solana, but Solana's already done a 15% pump. So now I'm like, no, good thing I didn't, because it's already done it and I haven't already sold and bought, right? Because I never bought it when it was slightly red. I never bought it. So I'm going to give up on that. So that's my strategy. I'm just going to give up on that. I'm looking at other coins that pumped last few days, but haven't pumped today. And I'll give you a good example of one. Last time I checked it was about an hour, 2 hours ago. I checked it. SEI, SEI, right? SEI blockchain, right? So it was up to, I think, 0.1, basically 10 cents or something like this, right? It was up yesterday 10 cents, and then today it's back to 0.9. So I looked at that and I was like, that's a good little 6-7%, right? If it goes back to yesterday's level, that's a good 6-7%. Maybe I should dump my holding right now and then pick this up, right? So that's how I'm playing this game. I'm like, okay, I'm on one coin. Yeah, it's moving, but it hasn't, it's kind of peaked out a little bit. It's finding a lot of resistance right now. Should I hodl, or should I actually let go, you know, convert back to USDT, USDC, and then flip into something else, or just convert into, you know, another coin? That's kind of a strategy I'm looking at. So today, later on, maybe I might buy some SEI or even some SUI, SUIE, because both of them are blockchains, fine. They're new, fine. There's a lot of interest in them, absolutely. And they're currently cheap, right? They're currently cheap. So, you know, and I'm just going to do it just for this percentage. So remember this, I'm not doing it to hold or anything like this. None of that business, right? Because ultimately, let's put it this way, out of the millions of coins that we have, obviously there's only, let's say for example, 100,000, or, you know, in some occasions there are, I think CoinMarketCap or someone only has like 45 or 50,000 of them, right? So when you're looking at that, a small percentage of all of the coins that are in existence, right? Guys, sorry, it's going to be a bit noisy because I am driving. It's on the motorway, so it's going to get a little bit noisy, right? But anyway, so out of all the, you know, millions of coins that we have, or let's just say over 1 million coins that we have, only a small percentage is being listed on CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, CoinPaprika, and XYZ, right? And exchanges, of course, they have even less, right? So when you have all of those, every now and then you'll see coins being listed, coins being delisted. You'll see these massive pumps and dumps, right? So we don't know which blockchain is going to succeed and which one's not going to succeed. But what we can look at is how much money has been put into, not the volume in a day, not the trading volume in a day, because pump and dump, like, you know, when you want to pump something up, you can put $1 billion worth of volume in something for a single day and then dump it $1 billion. So they won't survive. But how much is already locked into this particular asset, right? And one of the good ones, I'll give you a good example. It's not on many exchanges as well, but it's a good one. Unibot, right? Unibot price today, I think is about $125 or $126. But that one, if you look at how much value is locked, means how much people are holding, right? It's phenomenal. So I see that to be a great coin. Do you know what I mean? So I just look at those kind of things. I'm like, okay, how much is invested? If it's got more than $1 billion locked in, people are holding it, right? That's not being traded. It's actually being held in people's wallets. I'm interested in that, right? That's what I'm interested in. So that's the kind of coins you should be looking at. Obviously, I said just $1 billion. That's like the lowest I would go to. Anything above that, great. Now, of course, a lot of people might turn around and say, guys, there are coin out there with $100 million value, or $200 million, $300 million worth of value. You know, there's only XYZ amount of coins distributed. Guys, I'm not going to look at those, right? I want successful projects. I want success. I don't want to be a bag holder in these projects, because many people have bought them during the launch and whatnot, and then pumped and dumped and whatnot. And most of those projects, people are probably bag holders. People are probably bag holders. So last thing we want is anybody to be a bag holder, right? It's like the same thing. Well, I'll give you an example. If I was to launch a coin today, right? The first thing I would tell everybody is, you buy cheap, fine, no problem. Take your freaking initial out, right? Because everybody needs to understand initial investment needs to go out. Once your initial investment is out, then if the market dumps, fine. Like right now, a lot of people are going to be dumping a lot of coins in the market, right? Because it's a bull run, right? So a lot of people are not going to be too concerned about losing money, because in a bull run, everything's going to make you money. It doesn't matter what kind of a shit coin it is, it's going to make you money. But do one thing, do not be a bag holder, all right? And don't pick coins that you think are going to do 100x or 1000x. Yeah, they probably will, they probably have, right? You know, in the future, maybe, right? But that's only going to happen on a pump and dump scheme. And out of millions of coins, you don't know which one you're going to do. You know, like there are projects out there, or actually like organizations out there, and I'm not going to mention who they are, but they go on specific exchanges. So they will go to Binance, for example, or they will go to OKX, or they'll go to Coinbase, or they'll go to KuCoin, for example, and pick a specific coin that is only listed on those specific exchanges. And then what they'll do, they'll pump, but they'll only announce what the coin is like 30 seconds, maybe a minute if you're lucky, before, you know, pumping it. Now, the worst thing about that is they've already bought it when it was down. So they have picked a coin out of a million coin. So 1 in a million, literally, they'll pick. They've already bought it at pennies. They want to create hype and pump. So they pump. It will pump 800-900%, 1000%, right? So that's like 8-9x, no problem. 10x, no problem. In a single day, within a single hour, probably, yeah, done. And then they'll exit. As soon as they've made their money, they'll exit. So again, you've got to understand what all of these things are. You know, yes, if you've got enough cash floating around, you've got nothing better to do, or you've made enough money, enough profits, and these are profit money, by all means, right? Again, I'm not giving you a financial advice, but this is by all means, go and pick some up. But I would never ever tell anybody to go and pick any shit coins, right? Stick to the best ones, the ones that are already there. They've proven their worth, they've proven their weight in gold, right? You know, these guys are battle tested, they are there. Like, for example, Link, come on, look how far it went, and look for how far down it went, right? And it's recovering very well. Look at Solana, it went to 200 and something dollars, and then it went to like $10 or some shit like that, right? Look where it is now. I mean, this is 5x already. Think about that, guys. Some of the coins have already done 4-5x. So this is why, please understand, right? Hopium is required when it's bloody and you hope it doesn't go any further, like downwards, and you buy. That's when you hope. You hope it doesn't go any lower than the expected low. That's very important, right? In a bull run, you make money, you enjoy. You know, that's what you do, right? Because that's what really, really matters. Nothing else actually matters. So right now, guys, all I'm going to say is be a bit cautious. You know, if you've picked your coins, stick to them. But more importantly, make sure to take your profits, right? Always take some profits off the table. Don't lock your initials out, because even though we're having a bull run, so this is officially a bull run, by the way. We are definitely having a bull run. We're definitely inside a bull market since we hit the bottom. So we've been trending upwards. That is definitely a bull market sign. So we're in a bull market. We're having a bull run. But any second now, we could come for a correction. And a correction is very healthy. Do understand this. But don't be that guy who bought today, right? Didn't understand that a correction is due, right? And didn't take your profits. The fact is, if you take your profits out right now, right, from whatever investments you've made, or even if you take some initial investment out, then you've got dry powder, you've got enough funds and enough power to basically buy during the correction. And top up, by all means, top up. Then what happens is when the market starts moving again, then you are going to potentially make a lot more than you originally started with. So your initial or your profit, whatever you want to call it, is very important for you to be prepared for a correction, right? Now, I've said the word correction many, many times today. There's a reason. Now, I've made another video just before this one. That was, I think, yesterday or the day before I made it. It's about the US dollar, the US dollar destabilization. That's the title. I recommend going and watching that. But what more? The more the one thing I do recommend more is when you do watch that particular one, listen to me carefully, right? I've said things that I don't want to say, and I've tried to give you hints on what's about to come, right? What's about to come. I'll make another video. There is this new regulation, new law, new entire whole banking system coming that will affect a lot of people. And when that news finally breaks, the market will collapse. I'll tell you this right now, okay? Because one of two things could happen. The market either pumps, does the opposite, or market starts to dump. But there is going to be a lot of panic. Think about it. When the pandemic, like when the C-19 came in, with that big pandemic, the level of panic people had regarding their health, right? How people were like doing 2-meter distances and this and that, whatever. We're going to have a similar kind of a panic in the banking system, and it's coming sooner than you know. So I'm just giving you a little bit of warning. I think I have mentioned some stuff on Discord. Again, if you want to talk to me or drop some topics, you can drop it in Discord. So join Discord and just drop it there. I'll happily reply back. And yeah, we'll see where things go from there. But other than that, guys, I'm not going to make this video any longer. I hope I've said enough about hopium, right? And I hope it kind of makes sense, what I said. I know the audio quality is going to be awful. It's because it's cold, it's windy, it's in the evening, and I'm on the motorway, right? I'm literally just coming up to a traffic jam, but I'm on the motorway, hence why there's a lot of noise. Plus my window demister is on as well, so that's making some fan noise as well. So the audio may not be the best. However, what I will do, I will not edit the video. All right, so the video will be as it is, but I will take the audio and try and clear up some of the noise before I publish it, right? So that way at least you can hear a little bit less noise than what's there, right? But other than that, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you have watched it to the end, I want you to write something in the comment, right? So I'm not going to give you a code word or anything like this, right? But write something in the comment that I've mentioned in this particular video, right? So I know you've watched it, right? You've watched this video. That's all I'm going to say. Just mention something that I've mentioned here that made sense to you. That's all I want to know. Did it make sense to you, and what did make sense to you? Just give me one word and I'm okay with that, right? Just put that in the comment. And of course, like and share, right? If you do like the content, then for God's sake, why don't you share with somebody else and let them actually get some benefit out of this as well? And if it's not beneficial, then give it a dislike, so that way I know not to make videos again. Okay, very simple. If you don't like it, hit that dislike button. That way I will not make videos anymore, right? When I get enough dislikes and my videos go completely off the rails, I will stop making videos. Very simple. And if you want to see more, then you hit that like, you share, let's grow the community and move forward. Then I can make videos. I'll be more not excited, but encouraged to make a little bit more videos. But right now, honestly, don't really feel like making much of a video, because the thing is, I'm launching a video. I've got 2,891 subscribers, and only a few hundred, if that sometimes, actually watch the videos. So I was like, well, who am I making it for, right? And if they are watching it, then hopefully I should be getting enough likes and shares and comments and subscribes, so that the channel can grow. And if the channel grows, then I'm encouraged to make more, right? And of course, I want to change the channel a little bit. So what I'm saying change as in, like, I don't want to talk about crypto all the time. So this channel's going to have some changes. I mean, soon I'm going to be talking about other stuff as well. I think I enjoyed that. I mean, the video we did the other day, like a couple of days ago, regarding the US dollars, I actually enjoyed that. Believe me, nothing was scripted. You can go and check with the Discord community member who actually posted the topic. I literally had it about 50 minutes before making the video, and I just sat there and I completely spoke my mind, nothing else. So everything that you saw there was just coming from my mind. It's just complete theory coming from my mind. But it's kind of analytical, but not so much. Obviously, I'm not using charts and data, but it was not scripted at all. That I can tell you. In fact, none of my videos are scripted, right? Even this one's not scripted. I'm literally driving and talking to you, right? I'm multitasking. So yeah, Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. I could go on forever. Like, share, subscribe. I'll catch you on another one very soon. Adios, my amigos.